Welcome to the insurance business, eh? You're going to love this.
So, you are the one Joel has sent to help me, yes? My name is Hans Liebold. For 30 years, I designed and built performance vehicles in Germany, but I have come to the festival to pursue a more exciting vocation, insurance. That was a joke. I'm trying to put you at your ease. It seems I have failed. No matter. Let us begin. Now, the claimant in our first case poses an interesting question around acceleration and downforce. Now, if you would kindly take this Volkswagen Type 2 and attempt to make it take off. I assure you this is theoretically possible, given sufficient speed. I have set your navigation. I have forgotten to close the roads to traffic. But we must reproduce conditions as closely as possible, yes? The claim is disproved. The Volkswagen Type 2 cannot fly. But to be truthful, I'm not surprised by the results of this experiment. But you will learn I'm nothing if not thorough.
Don't you know that it's coming? That it's coming. I said, don't you know that it's coming? That it's coming. Don't you know? Just take your time. You want to be. Don't you know? Just take your time. You can see the things you want to see. Don't you know it's coming?
Hello! I'm pleased to see you again. Not merely for professional purposes, but also because of our developing social connection. Now, this is a BMW Isetta. For its size, it is deceptively powerful and also highly maneuverable, though I think perhaps not so maneuverable for the claimant who delivered theirs into the back of a furniture truck. So, if you would please test the Isetta's ability to navigate traffic whilst avoiding collisions. For the experiment and for your own safety, of course. And so the claim is disproved. With sufficient driver application, the BMW Isetta may navigate even dense traffic. I will inform the claimant that they must simply try harder.
The animals know what's in store. They have plenty of notes all back for more. And we don't know what
Case involves an outlandish claim and a vehicle with something of a reputation here in Britain, which I believe to be undeserved. You know this, the Reliant Supervan. With some small stability enhancements, this design, in my opinion, is quite sound. You will proceed, please, to Bamborough Castle, where we will attempt a small and highly scientific jump.
400 yards. Turn left. Turn left.
Ah, you see? My enhancements greatly improve stability with no detriment to the look of the car. If anything, a small improvement, I think.
200 yards. Turn right.
Good. Now, to recreate the conditions of the accident, which resulted in a claim for damages to a church roof. You see, the fiberglass construction makes the Reliant Supervan light enough to become airborne. It lacks, I think, in aerodynamics and engine power. For this next test, I have compensated, perhaps overcompensated. We shall see. It occurs to me that I have added no additional safety features, but at least you will be landing on sand. It worked. I mean, of course it worked. And so we see that it is entirely possible to deposit a Reliant Supervan in the belfry of a country church. I will contact the claimant and pass on the good news. Well, the results anyway. That in my spare time, I am an avid watcher of films. Oh yes, one of my favorite films sees young people having personal revelations whilst racing classic cars. See if you can tell what it is. Now, one of my claimants has apparently tried to recreate scenes of the film, which features a Morris Minor similar to this one, with limited success. We will require city conditions and traffic lights. So, Edinburgh, if you please.
In 400 yards. Turn left. Turn left. Recalculating route. In 400 yards. Turn sharp right. At the roundabout, take the first exit.
much like the California of the film, but perhaps we can use our imaginations. Well done. You have achieved the optimal result for the first part of our test, which is, I'm not so sure. This is a uniquely American word, but cruising, I think, yes? Now we must test the drag race performance of the Morris Minor with a few small engine modifications of my own. This is not strictly reproducing conditions of the film, but nor is the speed trap we are borrowing from the Horizon Festival. Now, straight line speed is our object. If it helps, you may imagine you are racing against an impossibly handsome actor.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I will advise the claimants that they may be confident lining up against an Austin Healey sprite, as in the film. Once the Morris Minor returns from the crash repairer, of course. Confused by our next case involving a racing truck. I was not aware of such a term. I had to consult with Horizon to find a suitable test vehicle. Though I was not disappointed with the result. Perhaps before we begin testing, you would like a chance to, how do you say, get a feel for this machine?
In 100 yards, turn right. 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. 400 yards, turn left. 400 yards, turn right. Recalculating route.
Very good. Unlike our claimant, you have passed the first test. The vehicle is not upside down. Our claimant insists that these so-called high-performance heavy vehicles are simply too fast to manage variable terrain. We will attempt not only to prove otherwise, but to demonstrate they are much faster when kept firmly on the road. You may feel an urge to go off-road. Despite my carefully plotted route, you will please resist this urge. Much improved acceleration over flat ground. Enhanced traction. You see, we may dispute the claims that the racing truck cannot be controlled. Indeed, if yours was refrigerated, you could quite easily deliver milk or eggs or other perishable goods.